Hey everyone, Chris here. I wanted to talk to you guys about Quantum Leap. I got some notes right here on my phone. There's a lot to talk about with this Quantum Leap. We have Ben and Addison. Ben's a leaper, taking Sam's place. Addison is taking Al Calvici's place. And we, get connected with the show once again to see what's happening and to talk about what's happening as well as Quantum Leap fans. It's pretty awesome. And we also have to talk about why Ben left, what the connection has to do with Al and Sam. Everybody thinks that, just because Quantum Leap doesn't have Scott Bakula in it right now is not worth it to see it. But actually it is, because TV is awesome and Quantum Leap is awesome. Deborah Pratt's awesome. Raymond Lee's awesome. Ernie Hudson's awesome. All the actors in this cast are awesome. So, I was just going to say is awesome. Deborah Pratt did the opening and was listed on the credits for it. Great. She did a awesome job. The writing for Quantum Leap title wasn't as thick as the original show. Well, that's okay. Was in the second season, but thicker than the first season. The title was awesome. I gotta say, I love Ernie Hudson. He's came on Ghostbusters. He's done a lot of epic movies out there that are really cool, really great. I love Ernie Hudson's work. Addison's handling, I think her handling is going to develop throughout the season. It has a different theme than Al's did, and I expected that. But it's also cool. So we also have that. Also, we have Ziggy. Ziggy is very different, and now just a bunch of servers without the swirly round interface. They will probably have her speak. They will have her Ziggy speak. I gotta say, I love the accelerator chamber. The accelerator chamber with all the moving parts. They didn't show the leaper and the mirror image together much, and they didn't go into how they are sharing the bodies. Addison showed up where Ben was, immediately right after the leap, right after we saw the leap happen. Like I said, Addison showed up and said that they've been trying to locate him for hours. Where was she during those hours? And Addison just seemed to run out of every situation, and no sound of the door popping. I think it's too early for that. In the pilot of the original Quantum Leap, where Al was, opening the door left and right, and since he was opening the door left and right, I seem to think about where they had to work that into the other seasons, even work it into the first season, because you saw during the first season of Quantum Leap, the original was Scott Bakula and Stockwell, where they were trying to figure out the door effect, I think. So, we saw no sound on the door, no popping in and out of her disappearing like Al did and stuff like that. So she just disappeared. Mostly large runway where Addison walks down from, being a hologram with Ben and communication with Ben. That's a long, it looks pretty small too. I mean, it looks really small. Ian, well, I like Ian. They haven't figured out how Ziggy works yet. They they haven't figured out how Ziggy works. That's really weird. They really haven't figured out Ziggy and stuff. That's one of the things that they should, go over. A little bit more, because if they're not, understanding how Ziggy works, well, that's the first thing that you get to know when you join the project and stuff like that. And yet, after 5 years, I mean, how would they have accomplished that? And taking them as long as to figure out Ziggy, why hire Addison as a leaper already? That's my question. Why did they hire Addison? The picture of Addison showed Sam, when she was talking about Quantum Leap, was a picture of Scott. It was a promotional picture of Scott. Ben had been working on the interior algorithm and rewrote it so he could leap. So I mean, he obviously knows how Ziggy works. Ian is like a Gushy. If you guys remember Gushy, Dennis Wolf. Dennis Wolf was a genius with the Gushy character, and Ian acted all through because she wasn't really, anxious. I have notes written down here, and so since I'm writing notes here, Addison disappeared as the hologram, but instead of popping in and out, the image drained down. So there's a lot more to go into about Quantum Leap, but a few more things is the leap effect was okay, not as good as the original, just seemed off some way, somehow. It really did. It did. We see a picture of Al in uniform. One of the groups said it was a picture of Dean Stockwell in McHale's Navy. So if it was in McHale's Navy, why didn't they use Dean's shot? Why couldn't they use something from Quantum Leap and stuff instead of the one from the original? I mean, there was so many that Dean was in uniform as Al, and why couldn't they take a shot and use that for? Was there a problem with that? Of his admiral, achievements and stuff. And Al's daughter sent text to Ben. Sounds like she's trying to get Sam back some way. So that means that, everybody's probably thinking, oh, that's when Scott's going to come back. Maybe Scott's going to come back. Maybe he's not. There's a lot going around. Scott had to pass. It just doesn't add up what Scott was saying on Instagram and stuff. And yet, he had to pass because of some of the reason and stuff. We don't know the whole thing about what happened with Scott Quantum Leap. He got the offer. Yes, he got the offer, but still, I do think it has to do with negotiations out there. I can't wait to see what they do with Ernie Hudson's character, Magic. I really did enjoy it, and I do hope other people will enjoy it too. And people want to make a big deal about Scott Bakula not returning. Well, maybe there's personal reasons why Scott Bakula has not returned. We just don't know. I mean, the only one that does know is Scott. I like Raymond Lee. I like his character. I like Addison. I can't wait to see more. How many more of you are excited about it? Take Scott Bakula out, okay? And just enjoy the show. And we will see more, and I will go into more topic with this Quantum Leap when it happens. So, thank you guys for tuning in, and I will see you. Bye for now.